The world of Snarf. The world of Snarf. Hey guys, welcome back. If you are new to the channel, I welcome you. This is sort of where I do portfolio updates, go over all my different investment accounts, show you where I have money hiding and what it is doing. So if you're into that sort of stuff, go ahead and give us a subscribe to catch more of those types of videos. Speaking of subscribers, we are now at 260 plus subscribers, so we've been growing steadily lately. So thanks everyone that subscribes, and we'll continue to grow and see where we go from there. So with that being said, let's just dig into a portfolio update. Today we'll be looking at my M1 Finance portfolio, my dividend heavy portfolio. So let's go ahead and pull that up. So here we are in the Dividend Digest. So we're looking at all time here, which again, this started on August 23rd, 2018. So we're getting close to having this account for a year, and you can see we've had some really great growth off of it. So I wanted to touch on some different things, which is why I felt we need another update on this portfolio from the last one. So I don't know how closely you guys watch, but just looking at this, here are all of my current investments: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So you may notice it has gone down. So not only had I sold off the monthly mania chunk of my portfolio, but now I have also sold off ticker good, so a Gladstone ticker there, and now I only have gain for Gladstone. So I sold off good, which was my largest holding, and I let my pie sort of balance out and buy the rest of these holdings. I'll actually go into that sell. Where's that at? Here we go. I believe this was it. Okay, so here we go. Look at the sells. So ticker good, I had 104 shares of it. Sold it at $20.78. So I actually did make some profit off of that. So, tax accordingly, blah, blah, blah. But for the buys, it distributed pretty well. So I got a lot of shares of some nice stock here. The biggest one I redistributed to gain, the other Gladstone ticker that I like. So about $1,400 went into gain. So I purchased 124 shares of that at $11.49. So that's awesome. Gain has a little bit more dividend growth than good did. Good was actually stagnant at 12.5 cents per share, and it never really grew that, whereas gain has sort of been increasing over time. So that's what we're looking at now. If we want to look at total dividends earned on this portfolio over time, we are just over $300, almost at $300 or $310. The capital appreciation, so gains on whatever stocks I own, is close to $1,200. So a nice mix here, about $1,500 gained on this portfolio value over the course of its life. Probably the biggest player in that, which really isn't a dividend stock at all, was when I randomly picked Norfolk Southern as a stock to put in here. For some reason, it just really took off. P&G did nicely as well. So those two are probably the biggest reason that I have so much gain on this account. But again, this type of portfolio, since it's dividend heavy, does not really focus on the capital appreciation of stocks and more about the dividends that are paid out. So not too worried about that, but it is a nice bonus there. So being on 9 holdings now for this, I'm torn because I want to add another ticker and start growing it to around that $1,000 value. I'm just not really sure what to do. I want something that pays out monthly, and I don't know if maybe I want a high yield bond fund or something else, but I don't think I want another quarterly player because I have it lined up right now that at least one of my quarterly payers will pay out each month. So there's never going to be a month where I don't get paid by a quarterly payer. And of course, we also have the monthly payers. We have Gain, Realty, and Apple. So those all pay out monthly. So I have 3 monthly payers, and then the rest are sprinkled out amongst the other months. Let's just take a look at the past month, see how we've performed. In the last month alone, as far as market value goes, I've only been about up $7. But the rest of that, $74 from dividends in the last month. It's been a little bit of a down market there recently. You can see some red for the last month on some of these stocks. And then let's just look at the last week. So you can see some red again in the same funds. How much in the last week alone? So almost $15 in dividends and almost $15 in market gains. And then today, you can't really see that well. But $22.68 up, and no dividends fell in, so that's all right. None of my holdings did anything too special today in the market. I know good old Trump talking with the Fed about how if they are or aren't going to raise rates, and they're not this time around. So the market sort of rallied there. It didn't affect me too much. I did see it on my Acorns portfolio. It really liked that. That was up a lot today. And of course, my Worthy portfolio didn't really change at all because they stay $10 bonds guaranteed, so they're not going to shift at all. So I guess the other milestone is that this account is now finally at 12.5. So that's a pretty big mark. Again, I know everything's relative, but to me that's a nice milestone. I kind of like the 250, the 500, the 750, the $1,000 milestones there. So that's fun for me. So other than that, I don't have anything else to really touch on. If you guys can think of maybe a ticker that I should be adding to this or have any suggestions, go ahead and leave it. I've been researching some and I have an idea of what I want to do, and Dividend Grinder always has some really good picks, and I sort of look into what he's looking at. Have I copied him sometimes? This Gladstone didn't end up in here by accident, I'll say that. And he sort of knows what he's doing. So, if it's something he's mentioned, I'm probably going to dig in and see how it works with my portfolio as well. But until the next video, guys, that's all I got, just showing you what the portfolio looks like, what I got rid of, and what I bought more into. Again, if you have any questions or suggestions for tickers to add to my portfolio, go ahead and leave them below. And I will try and answer all of them and maybe make a video about it. So thanks, guys.